Welcome back to the 801 Diaries podcast. I'm Abby, and Emily's here because it's Emily's birthday. Woo, 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 woo. So exciting. Happy birthday, Emily. I hope things are just as beautiful and wonderful as you hoped, because it's your birthday, and things should be beautiful and wonderful just for you. Yay! Happy birthday, Emily! So today is a very special day. It is Emily's 30th birthday, and when contemplating what could I do to celebrate Emily's birthday, I was thinking, 30 is kind of a big birthday. It's very exciting. I'm very excited for her. It's a big deal. And I thought that today I would share with you 30 lessons that I have learned from my wonderful co-host, Emily Jones. So, let's get into it. Happy birthday, Emily. Swag. Okay, number 1. Don't take life too seriously. I feel like me and Emily have a very, very similar sense of humor in the way that we laugh and we have a good time. And we can always just crack a joke, and we have such a good time. And sometimes, you just gotta goof around and goob around and have fun. And don't take life too seriously. Next is how to celebrate the little things. Emily is so great at celebrating everything and having such a good time. I remember when I passed my PHR exam, which was a very big deal to me, but not a very big deal to a lot of people because it's a PHR. Like, a lot of people don't know what that is. But she planned a whole surprise party and celebrated that, and that was so sweet. She loves to celebrate people and their accomplishments, and it doesn't matter how big it is, and it's just so nice. Next, I have how to find the humor in almost any situation. I feel like between me and Emily, we can always find the humor in a situation, and if one of us is down, we bring it out in the other person, and it's always very helpful because sometimes life gets stressful, but you can always find something funny to laugh at and joke at, and that's always good and always important. Next are that some of the best moments in life are the ones that you didn't plan. I feel like me and Emily's most iconic stories are when something went awry or some random situation presented itself and we jumped and we took it and we had such a great time. And that is so important that, maybe just because you didn't plan this thing or things aren't going exactly to your plan, sometimes the best moments come from that, and you can have a great time still. Next is how to be present and actually enjoy the moment. This is another one. Again, I think Emily is really good at celebrating things. She's really good at celebrating people and honoring that moment and being present in that moment and enjoying it. All right, next we have, you don't have to have everything figured out. I feel like Emily has always showed me that, like, the beauty in life is really in spontaneity in a lot of ways, and in taking the chance or the opportunities that life presents to you. And even if you don't have everything figured out, everything finds a way to work out. And it does always work out, and everything is okay. And you can create some great memories and meet a lot of great people by just being okay with not having everything figured out all of the time. Next is that you deserve good things. I feel like Emily is everyone's number one cheerleader. Like, she really does root for the best in people and will do whatever you have to do to get the good thing that you are looking for, and that you deserve good things. Next, we have that family really does come first. Emily, again, our family is really, really close. We spend a lot of time together. We love each other a lot, and we do everything that we can to help and be there for each other. And Emily is definitely number one. If something exciting happens and we text in the group chat, she's always there to reply and really root for us. And I think that's very important. Next, she taught me that it's okay to outgrow people and things. I think I'm the kind of person who gets really comfortable with the people that I'm around or the situation that I'm in, and I can kind of lose sight of if it's not necessarily serving me anymore. And I feel like Emily's really good at not only pointing that out, but pointing out that it's not necessarily a bad thing that you've outgrown a person or a situation, and that you can because you're growing doesn't mean that they're a bad person, or because they're growing a different way doesn't mean that you're both a bad people or something happened. But just that it's okay that sometimes you just outgrow people and you grow out things, and that's okay. Next, she taught me that your time and energy is valuable. Again, kind of going off the last one, I feel like I am definitely the kind of person to stick around a situation that maybe doesn't serve my time or my energy. Like I try really hard to make things work, and sometimes your time and your energy are more valuable than that situation, and it's good to remove yourself, and I feel like that's definitely something that Emily has taught me. Next we have that consistency matters more than motivation. Emily is one of the most consistent people I've ever met in my life. If she says she's going to be doing something, she sticks to it. She does it. She's always there. She's always doing what needs to be done. She is so consistent, and I love that. That is such a great thing to see in someone, and to be able to add to your life and adjust to your life based on that, because she is so consistent. You can always rely on Emily that she's going to show up and she's going to do the thing that was asked of her, and she does such a great job. Next we have how to keep going even when you're tired. I feel like I am very, very tired, and I do let it get me down sometimes, but I feel like I've seen Emily excel when she is the most tired. Like, just because she's tired doesn't stop her, and I think that's a great lesson, especially because we all get tired and we all want to let that stop us. But if there's something going on, it does not matter if Emily slept an hour. If we have something important, she's going to be there and she's going to be having a good time. And I really do admire that. Next, it's okay to take risks, even if they don't work out. I feel like obviously Emily moving to Finland was a huge risk. I mean, she had everything set up, ready to go. Like, she had a good plan and everything, but moving across the world is always a risk. And this one did work out very well, thankfully. But that is something I don't know if I would have the gumption to do. And she had such an incredible experience, and she's met such incredible people. Taking risks is such an important part of life, and you only grow when you take a risk, and I feel like that's something that she's really taught me. Next is that not everything needs to be figured out right away. It's okay to take a moment and kind of sit in uncertainty. I feel like I'm definitely the person who likes to be certain about things, and sometimes it's okay to sit in uncertainty and wait for the right time for an answer to come, and to feel like you know what you want to do. If that doesn't come right away, that's okay. It's very good. Next is that your life is your own, and you don't need to follow anyone else's timeline. Again, with Emily moving to Finland, I think that is such an incredible experience, first of all, but an incredible way to kind of take life by the reins, she had this incredible opportunity in front of her, and she was able to take it, and she didn't, it's as hard as it was for all of us to lose her. She didn't let that stop her. She really did take her life and do what she needed to do with it. And I think that's great. That's very admirable. Next is how to be a good friend. Emily is one of the best friends ever. Again, she loves celebrating people. She loves being someone's cheerleader and being in their corner, and it makes a really good friend. I think everyone wants a friend who's going to cheer them on no matter what they're doing, and always be there for them. But she's also, willing to let you know when you're maybe not doing what you should be doing. She keeps it very real, which is such a good friend. And next is how to be there for people in a real way. Like I said, she knows. One thing that I really do admire about Emily is she knows specifics about people so very well. She learns people's names, she learns people's faces, she learns facts about people when she's meeting new people. And I think that is such the best way to make someone feel important, is to learn about them. And she does this so well. And so she's able to kind of be there for people in not just oh, how's your weekend? In a very real way. And that's a really cool quality. And next is how to be loyal no matter what. She is a very, very, very loyal friend and a very loyal sister and family member. And she roots hard for those that she loves, and she sticks by them no matter what. And I think that's awesome. Next is kind of what I was saying before, but how to make people feel seen and important. It really is remarkable how she cares for people and how she reaches out to people who she maybe hasn't talked to in a while. I've never seen someone reply to more people's stories just complimenting them than Emily. If she has a compliment, she says it. Like, she is everyone's biggest cheerleader. It's great. And next, how to make people around you feel loved without trying too hard. She, again, because she really knows people, she really gets to know people and gets to know what's going on in their lives and what she can do to, be a part and be a valuable member of their life. Like, you feel her love just by her being around because she takes a real interest in you. Which is, I feel like, not super common, which is so cool to see in Emily. Next, and this one you guys know well, that it is okay to cry sometimes. I know we make a lot of jokes that Emily cries a lot and I don't ever cry, but I really do admire that in her, that she's able to be vulnerable in that way. It's definitely not something that is a strong suit of mine, and it is okay to cry, and it's good to cry, and she definitely has taught me that. Next is how to turn setbacks into something positive. I feel like Emily has really made the most out. I mean, we all have setbacks in life. We all have things that maybe didn't turn out exactly the way we wanted, but I feel like Emily has really taught me that we have to take those setbacks because they're inevitable and turn them into something positive and have some kind of a moral or a lesson come from them. Next is that you can change your mind and it's okay. I think I'm definitely the kind of person, I get stuck in my ways. I have a plan. I like to stick to that plan, and sometimes you have to change your mind, and sometimes things don't work out, and that's okay. And generally it's for the better. And it's good to be able to change your mind and not have it ruin your day. And Emily's very good at that. Next, I have how to keep going even when things don't make sense yet. I mean, I can only imagine Emily being in Finland, and like, she's moved far away from her family. She's in a country that she knows, but it's still a new country, and I would imagine a lot of that didn't necessarily make sense to her in the moment. And even moving to Finland, I mean, it was always a dream of hers, but the exact timing and everything maybe didn't always make sense at the time, but she kept going, and look at like what an amazing experience she had, and I think that's such a valuable lesson. Next, I have that not every chapter is meant to last forever. This kind of is similar to what I've said before, but I think it's important to know when it's time to move on and time to close that chapter and move on to bigger and better things. And I definitely have seen Emily do that and teach that to me. And next, it's that the people who truly matter will show up. Again, she's a great friend. She's a cheerleader. She knows the things that matter, and she shows up for the people that are important to her and who she's important to. And she always shows up. Like, I can't stress it enough. She is like the most consistent person in the whole entire world. If there's something that's important to you, she will show up. When I had my marathon and I so desperately wanted to see people in the middle of the marathon, not just at the end, she created the world's greatest travel plan to figure out that marathon. Because as hard as the marathon was for me, I was just running straight in the line that was marked off with cars. Like, I had a very easy path. Not easy path. It was the hardest thing I've ever done. But I had a very set path. And she got to like 3 different spots. It was incredible. She and really took lead on that. And she showed up for me, and she brought Judy along with her too. But I think even Judy would agree she was kind of the mastermind behind the plan that day. But she knew I needed someone to help me keep going, and so she showed up for me, and I will always appreciate that. Next is how to handle things with grace, even when you don't feel like it. I mean, I think we've all had situations where we necessarily don't want to treat people in the kindest or best way possible, but I've seen people be really mean to, or not really mean to Emily, but I've seen people do Emily dirty, and she always will handle it with grace and figure out what's the best outcome and how we can move on from this with the least amount of damage. And it's something I definitely appreciate, because I think it's really easy to be petty and really easy to kind of make things go the way you want them to go and be the outcome that you want them to be. But sometimes it's better to just, let things go and move on and handle them with a little bit more grace. And I think she's very good at that. Next, we have how to keep perspectives when things feel hard. I think Emily has, especially in the last couple of years, I've seen her, help me when I feel like my world is coming to an end. She definitely is always there for me to kind of give me perspective and take a zoom out and see that this is actually not that big of a deal. It's okay that I'm feeling the things I'm feeling in this moment, but it is not the end of the world. And life does get better and things will pass. And I've always appreciated that perspective. And next is that, you can always start over. I think her move to Finland, not that it was necessarily starting over, but it was a new start. It was a new experience that she was having. And even coming back, you set up life somewhere and then you move across the world, and then you set up life there, and then you move back across the world. And I've seen so many blessings and so many great experiences that she's had because she was willing to take that step and to start over in a way, which I think is just super admirable. And then last thing that Emily has taught me is that having you as a sister is one of the greatest gifts in my life. Aww. It really is. Emily is the best sister. She is so nice and so supportive and so just like my best friend. Like, she's just always there and always willing to show up for me. And even when we've had difficult times, the sisters do, like, she's always there. She's always been a constant in my life, and I always appreciate that. And I love you, Emily. And I hope you have a beautiful, happy birthday. And I can't wait to see what the next 30 years bring. I love you. Bye.